that Coca-Cola for one, but let me check the punch dash first. First off, I want to thank everybody that came out for this event. You guys are truly amazing. Because without the fans, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. We had a remarkable training camp. What else can I say? Maidana is a tough competitor. Rugged guy. Extremely dirty, but he's rugged. The saga continues. There's a lot of great fighters out there. You know, I take my hat up to all the up-and-coming fighters and all the guys that's out there competing. Congratulations to my new champion. You know, my voice is a little hoarse. You know, when you fight 12 grueling rounds, you know, your voice can go hoarse. But you guys were remarkable. You know, I didn't do it by myself. I had a brilliant game plan, a brilliant team, and we gave the fans what they wanted to see tonight. And even in the 12th round, you know, Mickey Bay, one time he was in a big fight, one fight away from the championship fight. He went out there. Of course, we want to please the fans, but he went out there. He won 11 rounds and went out there and fought toe-to-toe. He got knocked out. And I told him, you have to be smart. The smart fighters, you'll last a long, long time being extremely smart. If I know I had to fight one and in the bag, why would I go out there and fight toe-to-toe in the 12th round? I'm not trying to mess my legacy up. You know, to get this sport over 30 years, then mess my legacy up, I just can't do it. You know, but social media, you know, thank you. All the fans that's on Shots, my app, you gotta go get Shots, of course. Everyone that's on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, that's following me. I think it's a total of 16 million. I appreciate everybody, but like I said, everything was great. You know, I couldn't do it without you guys. And I'm pretty sure you guys got some questions. I know everybody want to know what happened in the 8th round. Well, basically, this is what happened in the 8th round. We clinched, we came together. My hand was under him, and he bit my 3 fingers. So in the 8th round, my 3 fingers went numb. I couldn't feel my fingers no more throughout the fight. And my middle finger busted open through the glove when he bit me. So, you know, those type of things happen, but the fight had to go on, so that's what it was.
Was there a mark on the glove, Floyd? Did he, you know, break?
No, at first, when he first bit me, he acted like he didn't do it. Then he come back and said that I put my hand in his mouth. Put my hand in his mouth, he bit me. But you know, it's part of the sport, I guess. Like I said before, I think he need to move over to MMA. Because he's extremely dirty. He tackled me. I mean, but it is what it is.
Floyd, you've seen, you know, by my estimation, fairly subdued this week, even tonight. You don't seem like your normal joyous self after a big win. Has it been a rough week for you? And is it getting tough to promote these fights? You know, all the work that goes into it.
Oh, I mean, people think that it's just you train and you just fight. It don't work like that when you're at the pinnacle. It's something totally different. You know, you have to we go from city to city, state to state. Sometimes we go out the country to promote an event of this magnitude. And you know, as far as when I do the commercials, I got to read 70 teleprompters. I mean, it takes a lot. It takes a lot, but this is what I chose to do, so it is what it is.
I mean, that hasn't been apparent that has bothered you in the past. I mean, why now? Is it just the accumulation kind of making you get worn down?
Well, just being in the sport 18 years. Boxing is wear and tear on your body, of course. It's a grueling sport. But, like I said, it's another fight, another victory, and it's time to move on.
Two other questions for you, Floyd. You said in the ring you rated yourself a C minus. You landed 51% of your punches and kept him to 22%. What was it that you weren't happy with?
I felt a lot better this training camp, but I felt like I was better in the first fight than this fight. But I think my defense was a lot better, and my legs was a lot better. And my dad gave me the game plan. He said, when I come back to the corner, I know when I'm doing a good job because, well, actually in the 11th round, because I can remember, it's got a sharp mind. My dad was like, in the 11th round, I want you to be sharp, just be on your toes and move, box and be smart. He said, now in the 12th round, that's when I want you to bite down and throw a lot of combinations and make it look good. But I said, I did it the other way. I flipped it around. I said, I'm going to box in the 11th and then move in the 12th because I knew he was going to be desperate by the time we reached the 12th round. And if you go back and look, hit him two body shots. The shot wasn't low. He knew the shot wasn't low, but he kept being extremely dirty to buy time. I know that with experience. If you do dirty stuff, you can buy time if you're getting fatigued, and that's what he did.
He seemed to, I have two more questions now. He seemed to punch when you were punching. Was that causing you trouble? Because it seems like that, when he was doing that, maybe he was landing some punches.
Real awkward style. No, let him act. No, sir, excuse me. No, get it back to him. Give it back to him. Give it back to him. That's my guy.
Richard, can you finish that? Answer that?
Run it by me again.
Well, the other question I want to ask you was, you surprised everybody by mentioning Pacquiao in the ring. Why did you do that? You've never done that before that I can remember.
Well, if you guys don't know, they asked me the question about Pacquiao. And what I said is, we don't know what the future holds for Floyd Mayweather as of right now. I think, even in the past, when I look at the Pacquiao situation when he fought Marquez, I think he was too focused on Floyd Mayweather instead of focusing on the guy that was in front of him, and then you guys seen what happened. So, I don't take nothing away from Maidana.
Yes or no, is it realistic?
Say it again?
Is it realistic?
What's realistic is I'm 47 and 0.
Floyd, right in front. Congratulations. To follow up a little bit on what Kevin was asking about with regard to Manny Pacquiao, in your mind, what would it take to actually make the fight?
As of right now, hey Rich, how you doing? As of right now, I want to enjoy my time off. We don't know who we're going to be fighting today. We don't know what particular opponent. We're not in a rush, because once again, we're the A side. We're always going to be the A side. And we take our time. That's how we got to where we got to. Me and Leonard been working together 18 years. I'm pretty sure me, Leonard, and Al, and we'll come up with a brilliant game plan. And we're not sure what the game plan is.
Is part of the game plan, regardless of who the opponent is going to be, your plan? Leonard said it, but you're the boss here. He says you will fight again this coming May and then again in September, but mainly your next fight in May. Is that what you're hoping on? I'll probably fight in May. I may not fight again until September. It all depends on, how I feel.
I may fight again in September. You know, I don't think Showtime and CBS is rushing me. I think we're doing good numbers. You know, Steve, when we going again? When we going again? Yeah. And we had a good training camp. And you know, a lot of times you hear certain things about certain people. You know, Alex Ariza, I had a chance to, you know, really meet. I've never met Alex Ariza. You know, so we had a chance to meet in this training camp, and basically he came to my training camp and he showed me different stretches, and which helped. And he also told me, he told me basically what I should be eating today and yesterday. And so Alex Reeves is a real cool guy. You know, a lot of times, you know, I said things about Alex in the past, and he said things about me, but I never knew about Alex Reeves. And one thing I can honestly say, he's never came to me in a bad way. He's always been a pretty cool guy when he came to training camp.
Floyd, can you talk for a minute about your decision to take the fight more to mid-ring than you did the first time when you were on the ropes a lot more?
Say it again?
Your decision to take this fight first to the middle of the ring right off the bat rather than fight off the ropes as much as you did the first fight.
Just being able to show the versatility, being able to change up, having experience. You know, I've been in big fights like this for so many years, so I know what it takes. You know, it's just I can make adjustments instantly, and I think that's one of the pluses on my side.
You made him, if you will, in the 8th round where you got bit and your father's on the ring apron and you're yelling at Maidana and he's talking back to you. What did Kenny Bayless say to you during that time, and what's your perception of how he can handle this?
Kenny Bayless is a true professional, but what he said was, I can't see where you was bit at. I said, he bit me. I'm not just gonna scream if he didn't bite me. And then Maidana go back and say, well, you put your hand in my mouth.
Did you follow Ariza's diet? What did he tell you to eat?
You don't really want to come up with a couple guys.
What did he tell you to eat, and did you do what he said?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, yesterday he said basically, because normally, yesterday I ate steak, potatoes. Then I had my chef come cook also, but I ate steak, potatoes, and vegetables after the weigh-in. But then after a certain time, he said that I don't need to be putting beef in my body. So I need like oatmeal, not too much fruit because it causes diarrhea. And so, of course, he told me he wanted me like granola and drinking fluids, more like water and Powerade, not the natural juices I'll be drinking. And I felt better. I felt good. I was able to move with my legs, even in the 12th round. At the age of 37.
Hey Floyd, now that congratulations. Now that you're at this point in your career, when you look at perhaps trying to get a Pacquiao fight done now, do you think that there are far less obstacles than there were all those years ago? Maybe the only obstacle being him needing to beat Algieri now?
I don't really ever think about Pacquiao. I don't even know him actually. But I wish him nothing but the best. That's not my focus. I got to where I got to, staying focused on Floyd Mayweather. I can care less about what Pacquiao does. I don't wish nothing bad on the man. But my focus is Floyd Mayweather. That's how I got to where I got to. If I was focused on any other opponents and what they do, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So I try not to focus on no one else's business.
Do you feel like you're at the point in your career now where if you say, I want to fight Manny Pacquiao, it's going to get done?
Once again, I'm focused on Floyd Mayweather, I'm not focused on Pacquiao.
Well, that is you taking charge.
If it happens, it happens. You know, I just had fought, you know, a good, solid, strong competitor tonight, and you guys can keep asking the same questions over and over again. Y'all can get the same answer. That's not my focus. My focus is I move when I want. I mean, you guys see my access. I mean, I move when I want to, and how I want to. And, you know, my business model is I'm my own boss. I call my own shots. You know, I think if Manny Pacquiao took the same approach, then he would be where I'm at. So it's obvious he's not doing something right.
Congratulations, Floyd.
I appreciate it, thank you.
Just two questions. The first one is Amir Khan was in here earlier, he was working on the Showtime broadcast, and he said he thought he saw signs of aging in you tonight. I wonder if you could discuss that. And whether you are feeling your age.
Mm-hmm.
And secondly, would you consider, we had an 80,000 packed Wembley Stadium earlier in the year for Fracture Grove. Would you ever consider coming and fighting in the UK at Wembley Stadium?
Amir Khan, he's a solid, good competitor. He's a good fighter. We don't know who I'm fighting as of right now. We don't really know. You know, I'm not rushing. If that fight happened to come my way, then we'll make it happen.
What about the signs of aging and you feeling that at all?
I feel good. I feel good. I can't really say what age I felt. I felt like the winner. But Amir Khan's a good fighter, you know, of course. You know, I think when Amir Khan was an amateur, you know, everybody was taking shots at Floyd Mayweather. I think when Amir Khan was an amateur, I was champion. And then when Amir Khan turned pro and he got knocked out, I was champion. And when Amir Khan got knocked out again, I was champion. And when he lost his belt again, I'm still champion. And I'm still right here.
Hey Floyd, congratulations.
Thank you.
I think late in the third round, right before the bell, he caught you with a punch and it seemed to knock you back a little bit. Were you hurt at all?
No.
Was you just off balance, and how did you adjust from that?
He caught me with a good shot. It's not a shot I never felt before. He caught me with a good shot.
It's behind the TV.
But I'm in good shape. You know, I'm built for this. You know, but I think that when I went to his body twice, when I slid over and dumped to the body with the left, he was buying time. And we was ready to press the attack. I was ready to press the attack once I hit him with the second body shot. Then he told the ref, well, I need time because he hit me with a low blow. Hit me with a good shot though. You know, I don't take that away from him. I mean, of course, he's a big puncher. I mean, he's 30, I don't know what his record is exactly, but he got 30-some knockouts out of like 34 fights. So probably 32 knockouts, 31 knockouts. So he's a strong guy.
Floyd, thank you. Congratulations. Considering this question, your answer, comparing the two fights against Maidana, did you feel in any of the 24 rounds a good, solid shot about him?
Yeah, he's a strong guy.
In the third round, maybe?
When he hit me with the shot, I felt it. I was like, okay, I've been here before. I know what it is. You know, suck it up, go back to the corner, come back, regroup, go out there and do what I'm supposed to do. That's a part of the fight game, you know. I mean, he's not going to land shots like that all night. Of course he's going to land one. But as he's coming in, he's catching shots also.
Also, you get the time to make a kind of joke in the end of the round when Maidana get the wrong way to the corner. You were sportman showing him, this is your corner. Was it,
I'm just entertaining, having fun. I knew he was going to the wrong corner, so I'm just having fun, making everybody laugh. You know, you gotta have a little sense of humor. Where we at?
After the first fight, you said, Cotto and Canelo hit you bit stronger than Maidana did. You still have the same appreciation? The same opinion?
There's a different type of strength. Maidana comes straight ahead. Cotto is just more physically stronger than Maidana. And Cotto punched harder than Maidana. But they both big punching, they both strong, but Cotto is all around a better fighter, but Maidana is more of a reckless fighter.
The tackle in the 10th round that ended up in